Good evening and welcome to Roncalli Stadium for boys soccer action between the Southport Cardinals and your Roncalli Royals. Hello again, friends. My name's Aaron Hummel, and I'll be on play-by-play this evening, joined by my friend AJ Ablog as our color commentary person. AJ, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I am super excited to see some Roncalli soccer. It's that time of the year. Today was a very beautiful day, a little bit crisp. Started to feel like fall. As a Franklin Central soccer player, I am so excited. First of all, as an alum, I'm excited that Roncalli beat FC. I'll be honest, my allegiance has changed a little bit, but it is that time. You can feel it in the air, and we're back.
Yeah, started down 0-1 earlier to Franklin Central and then came back, and it really had some great play. They turned things around at halftime, going up 2-1. Goals by senior Eli Miller, assisted by an awesome pass from Cole Huff. Freshman Tanner Miller assisted Andrew Curry off a corner kick. Long story short, it ended up 4-3 with Roncalli taking the win. We just got to witness Southport and Roncalli's JV action going on. Southport pulled out a rough second half to win 5-0. Hopefully not the result we have here tonight.
Yeah, no, and both of these teams are coming off of a very interesting schedule. Obviously, Roncalli had a really tough loss against a very physical and big Center Grove team. Southport also lost 7-0 against, a very strong and physical Columbus North team. And so both these teams, I think the win against Franklin Central was really good in the sense of, hey, we're getting back on our feet. But I think both teams are just really trying to figure out who they are right now.
So far, a little play and a little bit of back and forth, keep away, which was very much seen in the first half of the JV game as Southport gets a bit of a run here. I believe that's number 9. He'll miss. I believe that is Ismail Arenas for Southport. Light work for Jose Silva.
That was honestly, that was a little bit of a scary play. You really don't want to have, you don't want to lose the middle to an aggressive forward right there. I think that was number 9, Andrew Curry, who kind of had a little bit of a misstep, a missed touch, and that forward was able to, really be aggressive and take that ball.
We're also sorry to be getting to you a little bit late tonight. The JV game started late due to traffic. There's quite a few accidents here on the south side today, probably due to the rain earlier. I was wondering if I was going to say that it was a cold, wet day here, but it turned out to be just absolutely lovely.
Oh, yeah, no, you couldn't ask for a better day for some high school soccer.
The beautiful game, going backwards does not always mean you're not moving ahead and being aggressive, and that's what Southport's doing here, setting up their offense. Yeah,
you see a lot of that play through the midfield. They're working on a diamond structure and a formation. Looks like they're running kind of like a center back defensive midfielder. Number 9, it looks like he's playing like a ton. He's playing up top. He's playing in the middle. Looks like they're going to run their offense through him.
Then here on the near side, number 3, you hear Lopez for Southport is really the one directing the ball, but you're right. I think it's going to run through number 9 there.
That's Ismail Arenas. And you can see him out there. I mean, he's commanding. He's talking to his guys. He's commanding it as they build up on that left-hand side. They're building up that attack, trying to go towards the middle a little bit more with a nice, decent look outside the 18.
I'm looking for a number there.
I think that was number 8, William John. Decent ball up into the midfield there. Roncalli tries to swing the ball to that right-hand side. That might have been a little bit of a questionable call right there. I don't know.
No call.
No call. Going to swing that over to the middle, though. Hey!
Goal for Roncalli.
That's definitely number 14. That's Reese.
Man, that was pretty right there. When the goalie came out, it just opened up. It opened up everything right up the middle there for Reese.
Yeah, and Reese was trailing a little bit. He wasn't even. He wasn't directly parallel with that wing. He was hanging back a little bit. The ball came in, and you actually saw his right foot go back, and he snagged that and was able to. I mean, that's an easy finish. I mean, you can't get better than that.
1-0. Roncalli leads very early. 36-34 left to go in the first half. Southport will make their own run here.
Ooh, nice stick. It's always good as an outside back when you read those passes and you're able to intercept them and stop them. It's always a really good feeling.
Now, for our viewers at home that may not watch soccer every day, that cross-field pass we just saw from Roncalli, is that normal, or is that like basketball? You're not going across the field like that?
Yeah, so, I mean, you really want to build up on the wings. You really want to build up on the side. And then you want to play that ball. Hopefully you try to hit into a corner, and then you look for that cross. You want to get the goalie off of his line and move him and find one of your teammates in the middle who has a better angle of now scoring.
Southport being very aggressive early, but it's not come up with any goals just yet. I don't know how long that lasts with how good they are down here in the box.
Yeah, I mean, Roncalli has seen a lot of bigger, stronger teams, meaning, players who are a lot more physical. Southport is definitely on the opposite end of the spectrum. They have smaller guys who are quicker. The touches are going to be faster. You're going to see a lot more shiftier play. The ball is going to be moving around a lot more. You're going to see a lot more of one-on-one matchups as guys who want to finesse you rather than beat you kind of on that physical side.
That was Van Lee Tang there on that shot on goal that went wide to the left. Cleared out by Roncalli goalie Jose Silva.
And I think that's been a whole battle between him and Kiefer Laurie of who's taking that spot. And you love to have multiple goalies, and you love to have that competition between the two of them because Kiefer played a ton last year.
This early in the season, too, you don't really know exactly what your team's going to look like, week 9, 10. It's that beginning of the season. Give guys looks and let them play.
Yep. There you have it. Another cross. Oh, no, but we give it right back to him.
Great defensive play there.
Yeah, you can definitely see Roncalli locked it down. However, they did not prevent. I mean, they blocked it, but they did not prevent getting the ball out. And so now Southport's going to have a good look for an opportunity for a corner kick.
Easily saved there. If you look at a heat map in the first 10 minutes, the ball has definitely been, in the Royal defense for sure most of that 10 minutes. However, Roncalli leads on the scoreboard 1-0, 33-51 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about this game is that you can have possession for the full 90 or 89 minutes, and that you just need 1 minute to get one goal and to change the whole game. And it definitely sees that Roncalli is definitely more. They finish their opportunities more. Now, the more you have the ball, the better your chances are of scoring, obviously. But a defense can hold them time and time again. You really just need to see how aggressive Roncalli is after being, played, attacked time and time again.
Big run here for Southport. They had numbers there going into the corner and let that go last second, and the defense clears.
Yeah, that was a really smart play by number 18, Tanner Miller, to just kind of let the ball go out. Let's take the throw-in. Oh, it's not even a throw-in. Looks like they're calling a foul over on Southport.
As long as it's not on us, I always say. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, and it looks like they're being led by number 20, Gabe Ruiz, and I actually coached Gabe for a year, playing a little bit of lacrosse. Gabe is a big physical guy. He's very fast. And for him to kind of anchor that defense, he's gonna keep Roncalli in a lot of games just because of his size. I mean, he's 6'2", 6'3", probably around 190. Maybe, I don't know.
Good size player.
I mean, and he's like I said, but he's quick. He's fast, and he can lock down a guy like you can see right now. I mean, he's locking down Arenas and doing a good job of it too.
Stay in his hip pocket. That's all you can ask for, I think, from your defense. Southport taking another run, another stab at it. Very physical play there on the far side. And again, like you said, working that diamond as they cross the field. There's a nifty pass right there. Again,
like I said,
great defense.
You're going to see a lot of that, just one-touch passes down the line. Ball's going to get moved around a lot.
Say we're moving a lot on the near side so far today. Nobody wants to go to the far side of the field, which is kind of what we saw in the first half when these teams were going the directions they go. They very much stick to the right as they go to attack.
Well, you see a lot of guys, a lot of players are right. They're right-footed. They're dominant foot is their right foot. So keeping it to the side you're preferable on. And some guys like to play on that left side. Like I used to like to play left wing because I liked having my right foot on the inside. I liked being able to cut back and either cross it or shoot it. But some guys like to have their right foot on the outside. So it just kind of depends on how comfortable they are where they're at.
Southport being very patient here. They know they don't have numbers. Directing traffic. Back to the near side. Finds number 3. That's Yahir Lopez. What I think is interesting earlier, maybe, let's see if the ball goes out here. Yeah. So earlier, they had the ball in the midfield and had numbers. Why not go through the middle, like you were saying earlier, as we see a goal notched right there by Ismail Arenas.
Yeah, that one. You saw we were there.
I asked, why are we going through the middle, or why aren't they going through the middle? What do? Go through the middle, and then we have a score. So we got a tie ball game now.
Yep, and you know what? But that's going to make a game. This is a rivalry game. Southport and Roncalli are right next to each other. A lot of these guys play club ball together. They know each other. Everyone, is familiar with each other. This is one of those games you don't lose.
So we'll reset up for another edition of this first half. 29:57 remaining. Ooh.
Sam Purdy, number 7, being one of those guys that you really, really want to watch. He's definitely been one. Oh. That's rough.
It's too bad, AJ. Like when you get down there by yourself and you realize, wait a minute, where are all my buddies?
I'm all by myself. Yeah, and it's rough. Eli's doing a good job cutting back in between, but he is by himself. But he also has to realize that at some point the defense is going to close on you, and you have to just shoot the ball. You got to do something. You can't just go and dribble through a handful of guys. You got to do something. Move the ball. You either shoot or you pass. You can't dribble through 3 or 4 guys. Get your head up and try to make a play, or just try to shoot it, because you never know what the opportunity might happen.
Here's the ball is at midfield. Reminder that you can join us on the Circle Friday, September 22nd for our annual homecoming pregame tailgate. That's right, we're honoring the 25th anniversary of the class of 1999 and the golden anniversary, 50 years for the class of 1974. We'll have hamburgers, hot dogs, friends, family, classmates, all of it before Roncalli takes on Brebeuf in the homecoming classic. That's September 22nd at 5:30 on the Circle. We'll see you there. As Southport makes it into the Roncalli half. Got our first look at a potential sub for Southport. The other side of the field. I'll get you a number in just a minute. Looks like they will be subbing Van Sang the next time it is out in a dead ball with them in possession.
Now you see Southport building up on that back side. They're swinging it across. And now they're going to build up on that right-hand side there. Going out to their wing, but there must be some kind of miscommunication there.
Yeah, in fact, you can see them directing traffic down here on the near side, in the bottom right of your corner, very much arguing with each other. I think it's just one of those mental calculation errors there. One guy thought they were going left, and they was really right.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were
Happens every day, every place in the world.
Yep. Going to be interesting to see if Roncalli can hold off this possession off of this goal kick.
Like we were saying earlier, Southport is playing very aggressively. Definitely a push off there. Yeah. I was going to say, we'll have a reset there.
Yeah, you gotta give it a second there. But I like the tenacity. I like the fact that, you're going to try to play, and you're going to try to play fast, get the ball back in the game, maybe catch somebody off. Oh. That's unfortunate.
We both had the same response to that.
Yeah.
But again, they're doing a great job of this inside-outside game right here.
There you go. That's a great through ball by Southport, but that's actually even better defense by number 14, Reese. He is, if that is 14, I'm pretty sure that's Reese. But he, as you can see, he bodied out the play, let the ball roll out and get Roncalli that goal kick.
I believe that's 19, actually, not 14.
Okay, that would make more sense.
I was
So
like,
yeah,
wait a
no,
second.
that's definitely not Reese.
That's Noah Petrillia.
Yeah, that's Noah. There's Reese though, dropping it back. Getting another free kick there.
I don't know if Reese's official position is of midfield or as a striker forward, but he's been all over the field today. Has made a lot of good, nice plays. And really just looking for that good pass.
Yep. I mean, he just needs one opportunity really to get there, and that's a solid tackle there on the defensive end by Southport. Just all ball, stuck it, kept possession of the ball, and now Southport has an amazing counterattack opportunity. They had number 3 so far wide with nobody on him.
Nobody's still.
There he is. Oh, but he's offsides.
Could have been by more than a couple feet. However, if they had seen him on the run
On that first play, yeah. Somebody needs to bring out a Ted Lasso and explain a little bit of offsides out here.
Let's not. But no, the thing about offsides is, it's just a game of inches. You can just barely be offsides, and it obviously ruins your run. And right there, that counterattack, they had numbers and they had space.
And you saw he got a little frustrated. He didn't get seen in the first try. And when you're sitting on that back line with those back line defenders, you get antsy, you get excited, and you know when that ball is coming because you see it and they wind up. And so a lot of younger players will get excited and jump the gun real quick, and that's when a lot of offsides happens.
Oh, man, what a nice pass by Shilton. Just missed.
That was great vision by Reese to see who is that.
Of course, red on blue can be hard.
It is hard to see.
That is going to be Christian Blazer.
Okay, so it was great vision to see Christian on the run. Christian wasn't even in that play, but he comes out of the right side for that attack, and that was great vision by Reese to kind of hit that and see him and get that through ball.
I think too is soccer is such an unselfish game. If you are a selfish player, you don't put yourself in the right spot, you don't make the extra pass, that sort of thing, and that kind of showed it right there.
Yeah, you can definitely, having that vision is going to get, having that vision is going to get you the win. It's going to get the right goals. When you hog it, you might get 1 or 2, but, you have a team that sees well, that plays well together. That's a team that wins games.
The ball will be taken out here. 24:01 left to go here in the first half, all tied at 1. Again, all day today, or all evening, Southport has been very good right there in the box area. You always think they have a chance to score. I mean, every time Roncalli has been on that side of the other side of the field, right? I don't know necessarily I was worried that we were going to score right away. But Southport, it seems like they were ready to strike and strike fast. And
that's scary. Right, I mean, when they're ready, they're hungry. That's something that you gotta be ready for. You gotta, you can't be complacent with that. And Southport looks like they want this. They need that redeeming game. Roncalli's had that one redeeming game, and maybe that does work. Maybe that's a help, maybe it's not. But you gotta be hungry. A game's a game, and especially a rivalry like this, like you can't come off soft.
Inside now for Southport. They take a nice shot on goal, but it will go wide high. Not wide left, not wide right. Wide high. That would have been good for 3.
Yeah. And sometimes when you get that ball in the middle, you get that pass inside, you get excited because you are in prime state. You have that is lakefront property right there. You just wind back because you want to blast past the goalie. Next thing you know, you shoot it right through the uprights.
So tonight's our first broadcast of RMN, Roncalli Media Network, for this year. We'll be back in action, same time, same place, same station, tomorrow night as Roncalli takes on Southport in football for the first game, regular season game for the football team. It's supposed to be perfect weather, but even if you can't make it out, or maybe you're traveling or that sort of thing, you can always find us at roncallimedianetwork.com.
I know that game is always a big one for the Royals. The Southport Roncalli rivalry, man, that really runs deep. Not only is this a rivalry game in soccer, and it's become a rivalry game in football a little bit. It's the biggest game for lacrosse. Like Roncalli, Southport lacrosse, that's a big deal.
I think what happens is, there for a couple years, it really was back and forth between Roncalli and Southport. I know we're talking about football during a soccer game, but just to add in there, I think that it came back and forth, and now it's it was a little bit one-sided a year ago. I think it was a 35-0 win or 35-7 win.
Yeah.
So I look forward to a good night. I know that there's been some injury bug going on with Roncalli, so we'll have to wait and see what the starting lineup's going to look like. I know I saw the end of practice today, and it looks like they're excited to go out there and battle. So,
yeah, it'll definitely, like you said, the injury bug is big, and there's a lot of young faces and new faces that are going to be under the lights on Friday night, and it'll be very exciting to see what this next generation of Roncalli football looks like.
So we'll tune in tomorrow as well. We've got, of course, this game. We've still got 21 minutes left here in the first half. We've got plenty of time, but just a reminder, we've got a game tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Jimmy Cook and Dan Lauk. Dan Lauk joining the booth as a color commentary.
To see him up there. It's going to be exciting to hear him.
Yes, it's
to hear more of him, because we've heard him before, but to hear more of him is going to be exciting.
Yep, it'll be exciting to have him up here in the booth. Many thanks for many years to go to Dan Bauer, of course, illustrious Roncalli football on.
Yeah.
He's decided to leave the booth, and Dan Lauk will be up here tomorrow. Also, coming up this fall, we will have volleyball action as well as girls soccer going on, so we will be able to cover those sports as well. With many thanks to our many sponsors. We'll get to some of those during the half, but our sponsors make all of this possible, along with a student-led broadcasting group that are currently broadcasting tonight. I think you've got, 4 or 5 students here tonight?
I currently have 4 students here tonight, yes.
Let's get their names out there if we can. Or we'll make sure we take attendance.
Yes.
Because they've done such a great job. These broadcasts are not possible without them. So we'll make sure we give them a shout out a little bit later. As Roncalli will have a goal kick here with the goalie. That's Jose Silva. Now that's a little bit of a push off there, but it looks to be called. So Roncalli looking for the free kick here. That's the thing, a soccer game, too, that I like to look at. It can get a little chippy, and the thing is, on a soccer field, you're not wearing a helmet, you're not wearing pads, so everybody sees your attitude and sees kind of what you're doing with other players. So I always find that part interesting of the game.
Yeah, and, a lot of people, there's a lot of different things. You're throwing a lot more of your body weight in, and then how you interact with the body to body, because you're throwing your legs, and so where are you putting your legs? Are you, do you throw your tackle? Are you throwing that? Are you throwing that in between his legs, right? Are you even making contact with the ball? What does that look like? Where are you, where are you throwing? Are you keeping your arms to yourself, or you're getting a little bit excited? I mean, even going back to that last play, right? There was absolutely nothing there.
As we'll swing it across. Ooh, about got that skip pass there. And, I always, like to say as I look a little bit to our north, it looks a little darker. We may have a little bit of a shower here shortly. I have to check the AccuWeather official forecast. But it did say earlier we might see a couple sprinkles. So hopefully you've brought your ponchos if you're out here at the stadium. Another wide high goal.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like the fact that Southport's getting all of these looks, right? I mean,
that's what we've said since the game started. Like, they've been so much more aggressive on the Roncalli half of the field.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you had a FIFA style heat map, okay, where you could see where the ball was the entire time, it's not on the Southport side of the
ball. Not at all. Correct. Yeah. I mean, again, when you're looking at stuff like this, it is, statistically something's going to happen. The more shots you take, the more, the bigger chance you are to score. It was a nice tackle, a nice little feed. Not sure. Didn't get to who it was intended to, whether that was Reese or Connor Johnson, I think that's what it is.
The thing is, Roncalli seems to be fine with playing a little bit of keep away rather than attacking like Southport is doing right now. I think the Roncalli attack looks much more defensive-minded, which, I mean, hey, if they can't score, they can't win.
Right. And it seems like they're trying to build up a little bit more rather than be more aggressive? Because, I mean, you see the whole Southport team was on Roncalli's attacking side.
Yeah, minus the goalie.
Minus the goalie, right. And so their whole team is moving up together. That's keeping the field compressed. I think Roncalli, we're not seeing our guys come up as much as, as a unit as they are. I mean, look, there's 2 guys in the back pipe right there.
As offsides will be the call again on the near side. And the best part about that is your goalie is worried about the ball, but he's also cognizant of him being offsides and is raising his arm right there to tell the referee, hey.
Right. Well, when you're the back on the line, you see everything. And as a goalie, you need to be communicating to your team where guys are at. And that's the second or third time Roncalli has had that back right spot open.
Again, through the middle for Southport. They're going to have a chance here. And by sheer dumb luck, I think, that kind of stayed out.
That was a great save by our Roncalli goalie. That's
Jose Silva.
Yeah, that's Jose Silva. He came out at the right time. I mean, Southport got a touch on that through ball. He got his right foot on it and was ready to shoot. And the timing when you come out as a goalie is really important because you want to because that first touch is to control the ball. You want to get out there right after that first touch, just like he did before he gets that chance to shoot, because that first touch is set up your shot. That second touch is your shot. And so if you can get there right before he can shoot it, you should be golden.
I think if he had a little bit of a ricochet there, he would have also been ready for the next shot. He was already up to his knees getting up when the ball dribbled through.
Yes, very much so.
So 15-15 left to go. Still tied all at 1. Roncalli and Southport. Again, if you're just tuning in, Southport has had a good opportunity most of the night. They've been playing very aggressively in the Roncalli half of the field, but Roncalli's defense has held pretty strong. There's probably been about 5, maybe 6 shots on goal so far, only one of them getting through to the net. Looks to be a substitution possibly over there on the Roncalli side. I do not have a number for you just yet. We were talking about this before the game. The illustrious Rob Brown would always joke about red numbers and red numerals on blue jerseys, but I'm getting a taste of it tonight, and it's fun. I can't lie about it. So Southport here will dribble and make a drive. Looks like they're going to get a shot on goal, and a good save. However, that will set up a corner kick for Southport. Number 11 for the Cardinals will kick it inside, and Roncalli will clear. And make a run of their own, of course. At the same time, inside-outside game here, and they'll be able to clear it out of bounds. However, Roncalli will get the opportunity to set up the offense and get started. Again, this is our first broadcast of the Roncalli Media Network for this year. We'll have football tomorrow, and then our schedule will be out usually on Monday mornings. You can follow either online for Roncalli Athletics, or you can always check the website to see what is scheduled each week so you can tune in and support our student athletes. Ball moved inside. Southport sees they have numbers on the far side and will try to attack there. Of course, they're dribbling into the sun as they head west here at Roncalli Stadium. Wow, what a play defensively there to get the ball stopped. Slows down the Southport attack. And again, all night we've seen a tough defense here for Roncalli. Which, if you look at their schedule for the season so far, of course, they dropped that tough one to Center Grove, but gets a 1-goal win, 4-3 over Franklin Central in Game 2. Defense looking stout tonight. We have a corner kick here. It's inside. Header is straight up in the air and will go out of bounds harmlessly. So Roncalli will have the goal kick. Southport will sub in. looks to be number 10. That's Diu Abula. And if you weren't here or weren't in here for our JV game, we had a hat trick by one of the players at Southport. And it was quite the feat. They won 5-0 in the first game, as their offense proved to be too powerful for the Roncalli defense earlier. However, in the varsity game so far, again, tied all at 1, 11:23 left to go here in the first half. Ball will come in. Roncalli does not have numbers and just gets overpowered there in the corner. So we'll set up the goal kick for Southport. And again, like I've mentioned already, if you're looking at a heat map, Roncalli's not been on that end of the field enough. But when they have been there, they've gotten good looks. And their defense has held so far. Roncalli's, that is. Ball out of bounds to Southport. They'll move quickly. And Roncalli will be able to mostly clear. However, again, the counterattack by Southport all night long has been good. And wow, what a play right there. I'm surprised that was not called offsides. It is offsides. It would have been quite the goal, but there was a reason why he had 3 steps on his defender. So the call is offsides. We'll be going the other way. And the ball will go out of bounds. That should still be Roncalli ball. And they want to move fast as well. However, there we go. Now we're moving. Substitution slowed everything down there, as Southport will be able to clear here and start to make their attack. They'll move down here the near side. And without any stopping of the ball, they're going to have an opportunity to get inside right here. Oh, man. He's not going to be offsides this time, but no worries. Jose Silva with the save. As the lights start to turn on here and the sun starts to set, things are heating up. Again, Southport's attack has been strong this evening. They've done a good job of keeping the ball on this side of the field. And as Roncalli clears here, let's see what kind of attack they can set up. They've been hampered a little bit here by not being able to connect some of those longer mid-range passes at midfield. And that has allowed Southport to set up a counterattack that has been very good all night long. A little bit of a misstep there, but it's okay. He saved that. And now, outside-inside game. We'll see a cross. And while cleared by the Roncalli defender, it goes right to a Southport player. He kicks it out of bounds, misses wide left. That'll set up a goal kick for Roncalli. Eight minutes to go. Everybody's still tied here, still at 1. Roncalli will be able to clear out of bounds. Southport, though, they try to move fast here when it goes out of bounds, especially over there on the far side. They want that attack to be nice and crisp and fast. They do not want to wait. So that was actually long for them. And you can see it hampers their offense just a little. They're able to compress their offense here. It allows for short, safer passing. As they will take a shot here. Oh, lots of traffic. Roncalli able to come away with that one. And we might see another cross here by Southport. We do. Gets caught up in traffic. Southport gets another shot on goal. I think it went right through the legs there. I'll give you that number here once I get a clean look. Looks to be number 8 for Southport. You'll bear with me. Number 8 is William John. William John allows the Cardinal to take the lead 2-1 now here at Roncalli Stadium. And Roncalli, straight off the kickoff, will lose the ball very quickly to a fast-charging, again, Southport offense that just wants to move the ball quickly. See here if we see a little bit longer range pass, try to move the field quickly. Roncalli happy to play the diamond, then loses the ball here on what should have been a very safe pass. Southport does not have numbers, but they do have space. Oh, nice play there. Good play by the defense to stop that and get it cleared. At least not totally cleared, though. I think we're going to see a whistle here. Nope, they're going to let him play. Much to the chagrin of some of the fans in the stands tonight. Good group of people here tonight, probably over 150. And they are enjoying this Southside rival matchup between Southport and Roncalli. That looked a lot more dangerous than it really was. Southport easily able to stop that offensive charge by the Royals. If you're just joining us, 5:40 left to go. 2-1 in favor of Southport Cardinals. That ball will come off the side of his foot, right where he wanted it, because now he's got numbers, and they've got space, and they are moving. Right up the sideline, Southport is challenging across field. Now they've got nobody there, though. So Roncalli will be able to come up with it. However, that looked very dangerous there for a moment. They were going to get a nice run there, as they will have it at midfield, working on that diamond-style offense. And they will swing it around over to the near side now, where, again, they've been able to all night hide a player over here. I don't know what they're doing, but they either have one of two guys. Number 3, which is going to be Yahir Lopez, he is over here on the wing, and he somehow gets away from everybody who has marked him. So that has been definitely his MO. Get lost and get found by a fellow player. Look to see a couple of the umbrellas poking out in the crowd. We might have a little bit of rain here at Roncalli Stadium. I don't think it'll last long. I haven't looked at the radar, but I will here at the half. We're only 4:22 away from that. And we'll have a free kick there off of penalty. As the referee will direct traffic. Make sure we get the right spot on that free kick. Ball comes in. Southport will grab it right away. And a little bit of a Hollywood pass there, but Southport able to run right underneath it. And the ball goes out of bounds. I believe that'll be Southport ball. And they'll quickly get it in, and that's going to be a free kick for Southport. AJ had to leave the booth for a minute, but he's back. Can you give me a weather report?
Yeah, so looking at the weather, we have some rain, not a whole lot. Really, it's just a sprinkle. I kind of looked at the clouds. It's coming down a little bit right now, but it really isn't that bad. It's going to pass here in a couple minutes.
So we'll get a little steamy as we see that ball get crossed across for Southport. And we have some folks trying to make their way closer to some cover. Since I love human interest pieces at sporting events, I will say this. I looked out my window just a moment ago to the north east end of the stadium, and there was a man with a guitar just playing guitar.
Yeah.
Watching the game and playing guitar. I love that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a tip jar out there too.
It's something you don't see every day, right? Like a sporting event, and there's a guy just playing acoustic guitar.
I heard from our athletic director, David Lauk, that he just emerged from the woods.
Well, I'm sure he was playing some good tunes. Unfortunately, he has had to make his way down due to the rain.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think that was our halftime show.
So you're saying that REO Speedwagon and Def Leppard will not be here?
No, I think there was a little bit of conflict in scheduling-wise.
I see. Southport trying to make a last-ditch effort here before the half to try to go up 2. They're going to have a minute 42 here before the horn will sound.
I'm pretty sure that was a car.
I meant the scoreboard horn. Golly. Yeah, here's a good run right there, but it moved too fast for him.
Oh, that's a great run through. That was a great through ball.
Problem right there is, though, he was going too fast. I mean, if it was just a tad slower, a little touch on the ball, it's probably a goal.
Yeah, but that was an incredible feed. He came from the left-hand side. I'm pretty sure that's number 10. Abuyula.
The pronunciation guide is doing some work for me at the moment. I am trying. So I'm sorry to Mr. Abulia's parents. If you're listening to the Roncalli Media Network as Southport fans, I can only love that. As the ball gets cleared away here. And again, I think Southport's trying to steal one here. If they can get a goal quickly right here before half, that is a momentum killer. He is offside. There's no way.
Looks like they're not calling it, and he's going to have a free shot on that right-hand side. But the angle was he was going too fast, didn't cut back, no support, can't finish on a low angle like that.
My angle's not as good as obviously the sideline judge there, but I mean.
That did look like it was offsides.
Looked a little ahead.
Oh, that was a nice first touch by Mr. Miller there.
And that'll bring us into half. Looks like Roncalli will trail by 1. 2-1, final after 1. But it's a game of 2 halves, AJ. It's a game of 2 halves.
It is, and a lot can change. A lot can change in that second half. Time to turn on the burners, see who did more sprints.
So we'll take a quick break. Thanks some of those wonderful, wonderful corporate sponsors we have that help make all of this work and help make sure that we can continue to bring you coverage of our student-athletes here at Roncalli.
When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Ane & Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Ane & Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Ane & Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Ane & Bartram, 317-889-9574. Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless, we are experts, we are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals! Hey, maybe the summer blew by and your child hasn't been to his or her back-to-school eye exam. Let the experts take a look and schedule an appointment today with Vision Quest Eye Care. Vision Quest has 2 locations to serve you and your family in Greenwood and Geist. Visit VisionQuestEyeCare.com and schedule today. That's VisionQuestEyeCare.com.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at IndyTeledata.com.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For the best and freshest flowers in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're looking for. Check out our wide selection of flower arrangements to make your next occasion memorable. Call 317-787-3431 or visit us at 3150 East Thompson Road.
Welcome back to Roncalli Stadium, where Roncalli boys soccer currently trails the Southport Cardinals 2-1. We're in the middle of halftime. And again, AJ, we were saying before the break, it's a game of two halves. You know, who is going to get the right speech, the right talk, the right momentum at halftime? Might see something different. We saw it in the JV game, which makes me a little bit more excited to see a comeback here. But unfortunately, it was Southport that played the second half game in the JV game.
Yes, and you know, but however, Roncalli is a strong team. Roncalli is not a team that you necessarily have to worry about. They are a very talented team. They have their guys do care, and they're going to put up a fight the second half.
So while AJ was away, AJ is pulling double duty tonight as it is back to school night. You got to meet your teacher. AJ, of course, teaches here at Roncalli. Yeah. While he's not coaching, he's teaching. Yeah. So he had to run over to school and tell all the parents about his wonderful class. And honestly, I wish he would have just had him out here to see what his kids do, which put on this wonderful broadcast for us through RMN, the Roncalli Media Network. Again, the score here at Roncalli Stadium, the Cardinals 2, Roncalli 1. We'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to take another quick break, and then we'll be back for second half action. And you're listening to the Roncalli Media Network.
The Roncalli High School Alumni Association is proud to support our current Royals in their athletic endeavors. If you'd like more information on how you can better support your alma mater, contact Director of Alumni Services Aaron Hommel at ahommel@roncalli.org or by phone at 787-8277, extension 242.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
Providing comfort for families in their time of need is the main concern of the staff at Lauk Veldhoff Funeral Home. We are a small family-owned firm and take great pride in the personal service we offer and the family-like atmosphere at our facility. At Lauk Veldhoff, we only serve one family at a time, providing compassionate care and affordable options, truly part of your community. Lauk and Veldhoff Funeral and Cremation Services. Call 317-636-6655.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive breakdowns and routine maintenance never come at a good time. Let us help take the stress out of your automotive repairs. With 10 mechanics and 32 bays, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
At Peterman Brothers, we know how critical AC can be to your comfort. And we want to make sure you're comfortable in every season. That's why right now, when you install a qualifying AC system with Peterman Brothers, we'll include the furnace for free. That's right, Indiana. The furnace is free. And if you schedule today, we'll install your new system tomorrow, guaranteed. Visit PetermanHVAC.com to schedule online in seconds.
Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless, we are experts, we are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals! When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Ane and Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Ane and Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Ane and Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Ane and Bartram, 317-889-9574.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For the best and freshest flowers in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're looking for. Check out our wide selection of flower arrangements to make your next occasion memorable. Call 317-787-3431 or visit us at 3150 East Thompson Road.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
As the rain starts to finish up its falling, I think, a beautiful sunset has made itself arrive. I can't see a rainbow, but I guarantee there is one. Roncalli, unfortunately, trailing 2-1 here after the half.
You know, despite the rain, it's still a beautiful day. Like, again, you want to play. You want to play in the elements. You really do, and it makes the game more exciting. There's a lot more variables. The ball's going to be wet. Your cleats are wet. Your touches are going to be a little bit more loose. So it's time to play some ball.
So our friends across the pond would know this phrase. It's on a cold, wet night in Stoke. ... Of course, is a nod to Lionel Messi playing in Britain's bad weather. It is not cold. It's unseasonably cold for August here at Roncalli, and it is a little wet. But we'll see who comes to play here in the second half. We're about 30 seconds away from that. Want to remind you to join us on the Circle Friday, September 22nd for our annual homecoming pregame tailgate. That's right, we're honoring the 25th anniversary of the class of 1999 and the 50-year golden anniversary for the class of 1974. You can enjoy hamburgers, hot dogs, sides, friends, family, and your classmates before Roncalli takes on Brebeuf in a classic homecoming battle here on the gridiron. That's September 22nd, homecoming, 5:30 on the Circle for a tailgate. We will see you there. Also mark your calendars for Thursday, September 21st for the annual Roncalli Circle of Faith Distinction Dinner. Roncalli celebrates annually our award winners, and this year we're going to celebrate Brother Michael Perry from the class of 1972 as Alumnus of the Year, Carrie Schludecker Rosati, class of 2003 as a Royal Award winner, Honorary Alumni of the Year, Luella and Marvin Feldman, St. John the 23rd Award winners Julie and Rusty Albertson, along with our Volunteer of the Year from the class of 1978, Barb Hatfield. Won't you join us at this year's Circle of Faith Distinction Dinner, Thursday, September 21st. More information at roncalli.org.
All of those people are incredible people. I've been blessed to have the opportunity to create a lot of those videos. I've been able to talk to a lot of people about them and their lives and things that they're doing, and it is incredible group.
What I love about it a lot, yes, it's a lot of alumni awards, but the three that are winning it this year from very diverse backgrounds, different classes, that just makes me smile. Our Roncalli folks are out there in the world just absolutely killing it.
Yes, I mean, you have everyone from, Rusty and Julie Albertson doing a lot of stuff here locally and being amazing cultivators of community with our Burmese and Myanmar communities. And then you have people like Brother Michael Perry who are traveling around the world advocating for
Christ.
For Christ, but, it's spreading the world, and he's all over, everywhere, Africa, and just around the world. I mean, the guy's, I'm pretty sure he's on speed dial with the Pope.
Well, the joke always is, of course, he oversaw the Franciscans, and, of course, Pope Francis is Franciscan. So the joke is, well, he was once the Pope's boss. But that's just a joke. We're just kidding. But we hope you'll join us there on Thursday. It's right before homecoming weekend. It's I know a busy weekend in our advancement office, but it's definitely a great night to celebrate all things Roncalli. Again, 2-1 the score. Southport leads.
Once again, Southport has been on the attack. They had a really good build-up again on that right-hand side. And then Roncalli defense is kind of able to just, tuck it away, say, hey, you're not going to get at this possession. We'd rather give you the corner kick as that comes in. And another great shot by Southport. And then retaining the ball on the outside with a nice volley from outside the box. Luckily, Roncalli was able to make that save.
Yeah, a little bit of a bobble there on the catch, but he caught it all the same. So no harm, no foul.
And it looks like Southport's coming up with possession, but they're calling something. Did not catch it, I'll be honest.
They'll give a free kick there to Southport as they will again mix it up inside. We saw them use this very well, that they draw the defense of Roncalli in on itself. Then they go to the wings and cross back inside. And it almost leaves some of these defenders a little confused. However, again, they have done a very good job all night because there's been a lot of shots on goal.
Yeah, and you see, that was a very dangerous tip by Roncalli, trying to get the deflection, but goes past the mouth of the goal. Southport's doing this thing where they will build up. They'll get the ball to the wing, and then that wing will drive towards the inside, towards the goal, and the outside, they'll have an outside wing who comes in and looks now as wide open as that inside guy is drawn.
I believe we got a penalty.
Yeah, that looks like it's a penalty. That was a very aggressive, very fast attack by Roncalli. And it looks like Roncalli was able to get a shot off, but was bodied off of it. Southport doesn't seem too happy about that. They're very vocal. And
both players were definitely, joshing with each other, but that's going to be inside the box. So we're going to have a PK right here.
That's number 11, Gomez. Oh, we have a replay. A little bit after the fact there, and he called that right after the fact. He must be a push or something.
I believe it was that what they call a chicken wing in basketball. You can't do that.
And
it goes in the back of the net.
There we go. Roncalli ties it up, and like you said, second half can do anything. Anything can happen in that second half.
Yes, absolutely. That was the equalizer. We're 2-2 now. It's a whole new ball game. Again, everybody who's ever called a game has said it's a game of two halves or four quarters.
Yep.
In this case, Southport has got to feel a little stung there.
Yep.
Let's watch this again.
Yeah, that was a beautiful, you couldn't ask for a better, just clean finish, put it in the right, bottom right. It was hard. There was no deception. The goalie guessed the right way, but, at the end of the day, it is a guessing game, and you got to figure that out, and we were able to put it back in the back of the net.
I have not called a soccer game in some time. I will tell you that, AJ. And, the one joke that people always talk about, in soccer, if you're announcing soccer, is what you're going to say when there's a goal, even on a PK.
Yeah.
Are you going to go nuts?
Yeah.
That's not me.
Yeah.
And are you going to go with the British look and say it's the back of the onion sack? No, that's not going to be me either. But either way, it's just as exciting. Anytime you get a chance to equal up the score.
Oh, yeah. And now that gives Roncalli definitely new life, who have been on the defense, most of these times. And props to Roncalli for, putting up with so much, but then also being able to capitalize, as they build for this this counterattack right now.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing right here. Might have been a little bit too fast on the through ball there.
Oh, a little bit of a miscommunication, but that was probably the right play. You could have either bodied the ball out or just kind of kick it wide. It looks like there may have been, it was far out. It was kind of far for that goalie, and it could have led to a bad, something bad for Southport. So it was probably the right play by the defender there.
You can really get overextended as a goalie, where you get too far away from your home, which is in the goal.
yeah, and sometimes by playing out so much that that was a great slide tackle. That was a beautiful slide tackle. We talked. They're going to give the advantage away. No, they're giving it to Roncalli.
It's because he kept the ball underneath his legs. He trapped the ball. That's what they're going to say is the problem.
Yep. Like I said, we had that good amount of rain. That was probably just the perfect amount of rain to get, the right amount of. That was a great header. Oh, and another play.
I know we're a little ahead of the play, but that's going to be Shelton on the goal, I believe. It might just be that he was kicking it in even though it already had been in. I'm not sure who exactly they're going to award that to.
No, that was multiple different people because that ball first comes off. You see it comes up, and it's going to be headed by, who is that, number 4, that's Miller. Oh, batted away, and then in by Gomez.
I'm going to be honest. That is a sneaky. That was a sneaky, what some people in the soccer world called the hand of God.
Yep.
Getting lucky on a handball right there. But either way, the scoreboard reads Roncalli 3.
Yeah.
Southport 2.
I guess sometimes you got to be lucky that high school sports don't have the same viewing opportunities that we do, especially with the instance of instant replay.
Not sure what's going on at the moment now. Well, we'll get started back. Some sort of communication error.
Southport definitely wants to get that one back. That one, Roncalli, it was a good play, and we've been saying this. While Southport has had more opportunities, Roncalli has done a better job at just finishing, just being there and finishing.
But then my thing is to respond, going 2-1 at half, to respond immediately and make it 3-2 with 34 minutes left to go.
And that's big. And there's a lot of soccer to play. Roncalli's, that was a great through ball.
Can he finish? Can he get it crossed?
Too much. Sometimes you just got to play it. You just got to cross it and see, and, cross that ball with a little hope and a prayer.
I think both of us saw all that green grass out in front. We're like, man, he's got it, but it was just a touch too fast.
Yeah, and on the turf, it just flies.
Especially after it gets wet.
Yeah. Like I said, but this is these extra things, you can't control them, but it's might change the game. These factors might change just the game.
And again,
watch him drive through the middle, and he's going to get overlapped. Or never mind, maybe he doesn't.
I will say this, Roncalli has changed the defensive style. They're a little more attacking from a defensive position, whereas in the first half it was much more, we're going to just smother you.
Yep. Oh, and they got sucked in, but that was a great save. Roncalli's defense definitely got sucked in by the ball handler. They're down by the down towards the goal. They left the top of the 18 wide open. Luckily that we were able to make that save.
Ball is cleared. Good touch there. Typically here tonight, like I've said, I think more than once here, but I'll say it again. Southport has done a very good job on their attacks and counterattacks, have maintained a ton of space down here. They did not call an offside. They did.
Oh, wow. Southport they cannot be happy.
That's what, the third one of the night, I think?
Yeah.
And they've all been close.
Yeah.
We also thought we saw a no call in that one goal.
Yep.
So that's definitely something that's going to be in their practice plan. I guarantee it this week.
Oh, playing right off the referee there.
And the referee's out, so that should automatically be out.
Well, when you're in referee training, they teach you that the referee, you have to treat the referee as a blade of grass. So technically, you couldn't play it off of the referee. The referee is, quite frankly, if you're a crafty player, you're going to try to figure out how to incorporate the referee into your game.
I guess that's similar to football with your judge that's behind the linebackers, like making him an extra
defender.
Lineman.
Yeah. Oh, and Reese with a nice little touch goes straight to the goal. That was solid defending, though.
That was. They cleared well, and they maintained not to slow down the pace. Now they've got numbers
and they're
can go the other way. This could be a very big change of momentum because Roncalli had all of those guys up there being aggressive, and now can they get back?
Looks like they're going to swing the field a little bit more. You can see Roncalli likes to overload one side. As we see now with a nice through ball to the middle.
That was a fantastic pass.
Yeah, they're getting a touch, but it looks like Gabe Ruiz was able to get a foot on it. Cleared a little bit. Now he's back on the ball, though, trying to get that contained.
Crafty, nifty.
And they're all over the place. And they're going to call another PK. Was that on Gabe?
I'm not sure who it got called on. Again, our referees do not have mics this evening. But, yeah, they're going to get a PK here. So this is interesting because, we saw Roncalli get one and get the PK earlier, and now we're going to have another opportunity.
This is really big for Roncalli. If we can make a defensive stop here, that, my friend, is a momentum shifter. However, if Southport scores, they're back in this, and it's anyone's game.
31 minutes left to go. This PK could equal it.
Oh, guess the wrong way.
He will hit that. So that'll tie the ball game. 3 goals apiece. Folks, I think it's $6 to get into these games. They've gotten $1 for every goal.
Yeah. Hey, and this is a very high scoring game. A lot of times you're not seeing the ball in the back of the net as much as this. So it is, but when we're out here, that's, you're gonna get a game.
Like you were saying earlier, between what these guys, that's a strong tackle.
Oh, and they're gonna get the advantage. Roncalli's gonna get the advantage. He's got the play on going. Another smart play by Mr. Miller. Letting the ball get out. Let Roncalli get the throw in. Get their guys back.
I was talking with somebody about basketball, the difference between advantage, disadvantage for referees and why they call what they call when they call it. In soccer, very similar. If you've got that momentum already going, you're going to have that advantage. They want the game to keep moving because if you were to stop it, that's a flow killer right there.
Yes. And you can see Southport really likes to play with their wings. You could definitely see they're running with each other. One guy will drive in while the other one stays on the outside. And Southport really does seem very, very balanced on the field. They are they're
more so in the second half. I would agree with that.
Their spacing is nice. They're moving the ball from the right to the left very easily. Roncalli likes to kind of just go hard, go fast, and go down the middle.
Little volley there by Roncalli.
Oh, yeah. He got his legs on the inside. Definitely tripped him up. Sam Purdy, not too happy about that one. Sam being a standout player in these last couple games. Not to mention that Roncalli had 4 or 5 different goal scorers against Franklin Central earlier this week.
Would have been 4. They scored four goals.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we keep going back to that, but this is just game 3, so it's a young season so far. Tough sectional here for Roncalli. They've got quite a few teams with talent.
Oh, yes, very much so.
So what that ends up meaning is that the regular season is just getting you ready for the postseason a lot of times. And this is a good opponent. This is a good, solid game.
Both these teams have really solid schedules, definitely prepping them for later in the season. But, I think this just goes to showcase how talented the level of soccer has become over the last, 10, 15 years.
The ball will get through there on the throw-in. Will Roncalli get the opportunity to cross it?
Southport just putting it right outside there.
So, okay, AJ, you're a player. You saw that guy walking along the track over there. He hit him. Are you aiming for him? How does that work?
No, if I'm defending and I'm just trying to stop a run, I'm just putting the ball out, and I don't necessarily care who gets hit.
I see. Okay.
Sometimes you just got to kill their momentum. You got to kill their play. Just get the ball out and get your guys back to get to the defense, which is what he's trying to do. Just get it out. Let's kill the momentum.
I don't know if you saw that just there. That was a nifty play by Southport. It got one of our guys off both of his feet.
Yep. Ended up doing a little belly flop on the turf there.
That's what I've always liked about watching soccer is there's some sort of magic with what you can do with your feet that I guess most humans do not possess that ability.
Mm-hmm.
And watching it, even at this level, it's tremendous. And to think that these student athletes are doing this every day, it's just wonderful. Oh, got caught sleeping there. And I know
they're going to call direct. Oh, and it's going to be a card. That's a yellow card.
See if I can get a number across the field
That
there.
looks like number 2 or number 12?
12. That's going to be 12 for Southport. That is, sorry, I'm moving my papers here. That's Christian Ramirez.
Now, this is a big opportunity for Roncalli. Obviously, the game's tied up. You still have 27 minutes left to go in the game. But this is scoring territory. And, if we've learned anything from this game is that Roncalli is doing a better job at finishing their attempts.
They're taking advantage of their opportunities.
Yes, yes.
Which in any sport, I don't care what you're watching. If you take more advantage of your opportunities than your opponent, 9 times out of 10 you're going to win.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And it looks like we got a couple guys there on the ball. We got Gomez, and it looks like it's going to be a corner.
Yeah, he kicked it, but it was a little low and was able to deflect off a defender there wide left. The corner kick probably has a better opportunity to score than where that particular yellow card was called.
Yes, well, Roncalli's been doing a pretty decent job getting the ball into the middle. However, that was a good spot to put it up. I don't know if I would have put it low. I would have definitely put it high and see kind of where we could have done it. But getting that ball crossed back in the middle, we have Reese going for it. We got a couple rolls, but it was that's too much. Just a little too far.
Yeah, I wasn't saying you shouldn't kick it there. I just wouldn't kick it low.
Oh,
you've
no,
got all those trees in front of you.
I definitely agree. I would not kick it low, but a lot of guys want to jump. They jump, and then you could sneak it under.
It's like going to the forest with a steak knife. You're not going to get very far, but it's going to look like you're achieving something.
Yeah, until the grizzly bear shows up.
Either way, we've got a kick here. Get it back out into midfield.
If Roncalli's got some possessions there. Reese is being able to move it, but Southport being able to clear that.
Reese Shilton, a good-looking stature kid out there.
Yes,
you can tell where he is on the field at any given time.
Yeah, and he definitely commands, and he definitely knows how to play the game. And I don't know, that was a decent clear, definitely a decent clear. Make sure we get it out of that middle. They are, again, Southport's playing it very well into the middle. They're playing their wings really well.
Again, if you're just joining us, Roncalli and Southport tied. 25 minutes remain. We'll be back online tomorrow. We'll have our audio-only stream on our MixLR option, and we will also have this audio-video option on our Roncalli Media Network watch page, which also links up with our YouTube. You can watch Jimmy Cook and Dan Lauk as they broadcast tomorrow night's game, Roncalli and Southport again. So any bad blood going here tonight just gets reinvigorated for tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, I can't imagine what's going to happen tomorrow. Either way, however this game pans out, tomorrow's definitely going to be a game.
We hope you'll join us as Roncalli starts the 2023 campaign.
Reese does a really good job just having a body and a presence in the field. We were talking about it earlier. Obviously he's finished a handful. He's been a playmaker there as maybe a lower center attacker.
But look at his size difference, and I know it's going to be hard for me to explain on this wide shot exactly who I'm talking about, but he's right there near the end zone line, and it's just obvious where he is on the field. He takes up a good presence. Mm-hmm. He also doesn't waste a lot of energy, which is good to see from a forward. So it definitely is interesting to watch him play. He's already got 1 goal, nearly 2, here tonight. As Southport gets a nice through ball.
That's a very good counterattack. They got a handful of guys on the back post. Like I said, and look, they're switching. Roncalli, like I said, has been very have been neglectful of that backside quite a bit.
They tell you to run your channels or run your route there, and if you break up the field into thirds vertically. And Southport has done a very good job of doing that. So if you're more akin to the basketball vocab, right, it's almost that weave aspect.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Sure. Yeah, the overlap ability. But not even, they're doing overlaps on that backside or ball side. That That was a very close shot. But, Roncalli's got to keep an eye on their guy. They're losing their guy. So when one guy cuts low, that's who they see, and they don't see the other one who's almost mirroring him and coming up high, taking his spot.
I hope I'm not being too over-Maddenly to you. The idea being is that I feel like soccer for some of our fans out there, it might be a new sport for you or a newer one. So it's always good to talk a little bit about the fundamentals and the basics a little bit.
Yeah.
And share that with you. A little under 23 minutes remain. Of course, this is not a conference game, so this could end in a tie. I don't want to jinx it yet.
I don't think any of these teams want to end in a tie. I think both these teams want it too badly, and I think you see that intensity with Southport's very quick counterattacks. They are quick to the counterattack, but also, quite frankly, on the same side, so is Roncalli. Roncalli likes to play the ball and play it fast, just with a little less build-up. They do a little less build-up than Southport.
That was kind of sneaky. So
of course.
He tried to move it to the 40, and
try to sneak
the ref
that
was
10
very
yards.
obvious
10
to be
yards.
50.
Yeah, well,
30
he waited.
feet.
He waited until the referee had his back turned and was running, and then just flipped it out. Needed an extra 10 yards.
It's like they say in football. I used to be a center, so I would always say, like, look, if it's only a half yard, I'll get you a half yard. I just have to move the football.
Yeah. Oh, nice build-up on the left-hand side. Going around. But
So right there, the defender, since you're a soccer guy, is part of that just getting in the way? It's
Oh.
not necessarily a play where you're making a play on the ball. You're just getting in the way.
Yes, definitely, especially on a run, especially on the wing. When and I grew up playing soccer, but then I ended up playing lacrosse in college and coming back to soccer. And what I found is, and I'm not a science person, but I learned this is that if I can put my body in between the ball and the other guy trying to get to it, he can't get to it.
Yeah.
That's
logic. That's scientific method.
Yeah, that's science. So, if someone's trying to run past me, if I can just step in front of them and the ball, most of the time the ball will end out of bounds and we can get possession back. So yes, a lot of it is just get in the way. Just don't let them get to the ball.
As we're watching this action, I just can't help but think I've got an attitude of gratitude for all those folks that have helped sponsor the channel and to help these student broadcasters practice their craft tonight.
Yes.
Here on the Roncalli Media Network. We've got so many great sponsors, and we play their ads during halftime and we talk about them, but I just want to say it again. I want to say thank you to Lauken Veldoff Funeral and Cremation Services, Laundry and Tan Connection, O'Reilly Branson Funeral Service and Crematorium, Quality Supply and Tool Company, Wabash College, Indiana Members Credit Union, Peterman Brothers Heating and Cooling, Harding Porman, Ane and Bartram Heating and Cooling, Vision Quest Eye Care, Werner Financial, Indy Teledata, and St. Roch Catholic Schools, along with Indianapolis Fruit. Thank you for your patronage. I'd add as well, I don't know if we said this earlier, but of course you can always get a Roncalli debit card if you bank with Indiana Members Credit Union. A portion of the card comes back to Roncalli in the form of sponsorships, which allow for any kind of help we need here with the Roncalli Media Network. So that's been great to have them as partners.
Looks like there's not a little extracurricular activities, but a foul going on, and it's going to the backside. Oh, Miller almost got to it. The jump was a little off. And we're going with a goal kick. That was a opportunity Roncalli needed. That was one that they had to have finished on that, and they almost did. This game sometimes just comes down to inches.
Looks like we got a substitution. See if I can get you a number.
Looks like number 9's coming back in.
Yeah, and they needed him back in there. He's been their offense for most of the first half and really has been around just the second half. That's Ismail Arenas. He'll come on, and departing will be Jeffrey Saravia.
I don't know too much about him, but I like his number choice.
Oh, you're a 17 guy?
I'm a 17 guy.
Either way, getting a little fresh legs is never a problem, no matter which side of the ball you're on.
No, especially when it's a vet. He's been out there and he has been commanding. He holds the ball. He definitely is.
He plays like a senior.
Exactly. He plays like a senior. That senior leadership, that quarterback, as you will, to get the ball where it needs to go.
Great pass.
And they're going to call that a goal kick.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. They're going to call that a corner kick.
I was going to say, I thought it went off the Roncalli player.
Yeah, that looked like it went off our head.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it went off the Roncalli player, so they're going to award the corner kick. And again, corners have been very dangerous looking tonight. Been opportunities for both sides.
Especially, yes, because Southport is so dangerous off the ball.
Right there, just goes a little high.
And that hit the top of the field goal. I mean, that was a good header. It was on target. You just had to put it down a little bit more, maybe grow a couple inches, get a little bit higher on that vertical.
Well, they teach you on the corner kicks, keep the ball low when you're doing that header, and there it was more off the top of his head.
Yeah. Oh, and that was a little bit of a risky touch. It almost seemed like we weren't playing the ball. We were
playing a man there. There was definitely we were marking him. I'm not really sure what that was all about because I would have gone after the ball rather than the man there.
It looks like there was a little bit of it looks like Southport wanted a handball there, but I don't think that was not intentional by any means. He was twisting around in his body. It seemed like that just bounced off of his arm, but it was not intentional, and his hands remained by his side. And that's a great through ball. Oh, that's great to Sam. That's 18. That's Tanner Miller. Excuse me. That was a great first touch, great trap, trying to get it outside to the wing, just too far.
One of the things, too, is you like watching the fundamentals happen. So right there where he was trapping it with his chest, he brought his chest inside, almost pulled himself in on himself.
But even more than that, if you saw, he actually angled it down. So he traps that, but then also redirects it straight down to get it back to his feet quicker.
So good play there. Roncalli going on the attack.
Here we go, building up on the right side.
He's got a great angle inside, gets it across.
Nice cross. Oh, that was a great cross. Again, Roncalli had a great opportunity there. Just couldn't capitalize. We had multiple Royals, I'm pretty sure, involved in that play, touching the ball, but did not get into it. That's really unfortunate.
I don't know if we have that on a replay or not, but that was a great angle. And a lot of sports are about angles.
Yeah.
And there, that was advantageous for us. It's too bad we couldn't finish.
But like I said, Roncalli is a team not to sleep on. And, we're coming up on the last 15 minutes of this game. And guess who's going to show up? If I had to put a bet on it, it's going to be Roncalli who's going to put this game away. Statistically, yes, Southport has had a lot of looks, but they haven't converted on them. And I think if anyone's going to convert on it, it's going to be the Royals. They look like they're going to convert.
The quality of look has been better for Roncalli.
Yes.
Rather than Southport. Southport's had more shots on goal for sure, but the quality of the looks that Roncalli has gotten, they've been choosy.
Yes. I mean, that last attack, like I said, that was good and that was solid. And you need more of those. I think a lot of the looks Southport's has been getting has been Roncalli just not seeing the back post guy.
So here we'll have the kick, and sends it to that far
going
side.
Off that left side, not enough. We got a couple guys down.
But see, the thing is right there, where Southport clears it there. Okay, Roncalli makes a little bit of a self-error.
A little bit of an error, yeah.
However, when Southport clears it, there's nobody from Southport to take advantage. Even if it was just one player up there.
Yeah.
Nobody's screwing around with the defenders here for Roncalli. So
well, it seems like they want that build-up. Southport wants that build-up. They want, their team is, we are going to commit to one side of the field or the other. We are going to fully commit to the offensive side, or we are going to fully commit to the defensive side, and that's all we're going to do. Which, I think has helped with the amount of possession that they've had.
Looks like we've got a player that's...
Looks like he's cramping.
Either way, we don't want to comment on that, but what I will say is he is getting some medical attention on the field. We will take a quick break. We'll come back in just probably 30 to 60 seconds. Right now, tie ball game, 14:07 remain. 3-all.
At Peterman Brothers, we know how critical AC can be to your comfort. And we want to make sure you're comfortable in every season. That's why right now, when you install a qualifying AC system with Peterman Brothers, we'll include the furnace for free. That's right, Indiana. The furnace is free. And if you schedule today, we'll install your new system tomorrow, guaranteed. Visit PetermanHVAC.com to schedule online in seconds.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive breakdowns and routine maintenance never come at a good time. Let us help take the stress out of your automotive repairs. With 10 mechanics and 32 bays, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
Welcome back to Roncalli Stadium. 14-15 remains here in the second half. We've got an all tied up soccer game here between Roncalli and Southport. 3 goals apiece as we're stopped right now for an injury timeout. Players on both teams getting some extra stretches in. You know, we've seen, again, I hate to be cliche, but we've seen a tale of two halves. We saw a 2-1 score at the half, and now the same thing in the second half with 14 and a half minutes because now we've got 3-3.
Yeah.
So it's been a very good game so far, especially if you're one of these fans in the stands that have braved the little bit of rain we got. Got a little steamy there for a minute.
Yeah.
But it looks to be that the player is going to be okay and gets a round of applause as he leaves the field. And we got a substitute. I'm going to see who that is.
You know,
just came
something that and this might be the coach in me, but there's something that I always look at is what's the body language of the team? Maybe not an individual per se, but what does the whole team look like? And something that I find notable is Roncalli bringing in a huddle. You see Gomez bringing in the team, trying to talk things through. You know, you see small little groups of Southport players talking, trying to figure this out as well. You know, like I said before, neither of these teams want to lose this game. This game means too much, especially being so early in the season and being so close to each other.
So that'll start the game back up. As both teams, again, are going to be very aggressive right at the start. Southport a little bit better set up.
There we go, building off on the left side, and they're going to call offsides. That's actually not even being called by the end line official. That was being called by the center ref.
Are we sure he didn't call handball there?
Oh, he might have.
I think he called handball. His left hand came out. I don't know if it touched.
Okay.
Which would be more of his call than the line judge.
Yeah, 100%. I was actually kind of blocked by the window here.
So we'll get the ball back moving for Roncalli.
Bodied him out. Southport able to deflect.
There's something also to be said about soccer in that, you know, sometimes it's not about the extra effort towards the ball. It's about getting a better position.
Yes.
You're running away from the ball at times.
Yes, and you saw that there. Roncalli let Southport kind of have that look in order to have a better defensive stance. And I actually find that that's really good field awareness. I don't know too many people who would let the other team kind of have it in order to have a better defensive position.
I think Coach Shilton does a good job of that. Of course, you know, he's been coaching for more than 2 decades and has had collegiate experience as well as travel experience and everything else. So he's definitely got these boys whipped into shape, and they look like they're in midseason form tonight anyway.
Oh, very much so. I mean, you can't say enough, about the coaching staff and how incredible they are.
So we got a chance on a cross here,
Another through ball, but nothing there, nothing on that cross.
Goes back to that angles discussion.
Yeah,
like there, it was just such a harsh angle, nobody's going to be able to get to it.
Yeah, well, even then, if you're going to hit that angle, you got to fly from the far side. You got to have that right side wing who's going to just fly in from nowhere, and that timing is going to be a whole lot. That was a great header by Eli Miller, getting it right back to him almost. Ugh.
Had that pass gone through.
Yeah, that would have been
pretty.
That would have been big. That would have been real big.
He had nothing but green grass in front of him and was still onside somehow. As Roncalli will try to start the attack here.
Yep, trying to get that ball down. See a little bit of nice play. Oh, yeah, Eli Miller missed that pass. That was big. That was a left foot. Or I'm sorry, was that Eli Miller? That was Eli Miller. That was rough. That was, your left foot, that's your non-dominant foot. Trying to make a pass like that would have been great overall, but unfortunate.
I think we're also going to see, I know we've kind of mentioned that there's definitely an aggressive stance by both teams, but I don't think we'll see as we see an attack here.
Here's a big attack going to that left-hand side. But shanked it. It's number 10.
That's Dio Ibula.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong name.
Sorry, that's Dio Ibula. He's had,
my bad.
I think, 3 shots on goal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who got the yellow card earlier. Was it him?
No, I don't think it was him.
Well, anyway, there has only been 1 yellow card awarded. It's against a Southport player tonight. So
that was a great look, and that was one of those times when sometimes you don't think it was too good to be true, but Eli Miller hits that great pass with his right shoulder, his left shoulder. His first touches have been stellar. Oh, that's a great pass. It's the inside. Roncalli builds it up with a cross. Are we going to get it back to the top with a nice little cheeky volley? Oh,
what a
save!
Southport with the save of the night.
That was big. Roncalli had a great build up there. We had someone covering all the different spots. We saw that shot kind of get lobbed in from outside the 18, and that was just a beautiful save by Southport. Just to get some air right there. You can see Roncalli gets that. Oh, that's deflected.
Yes, got deflected out to the top there. And here comes that kick. And, there's so much touch right here. Just wants to raindrop it in there. And
that was going in. That was absolutely going in.
Great play. Great play. Can't say enough about that for the Southport defender. Just did a great job right there. Looked to have a player on the ground after the corner. Looks to be a Roncalli player. Going to need some attention.
Yep, athletic trainers are coming out to the field. Can't say enough about Megan Pakla being an incredible athletic trainer here and making sure all of our players are safe.
Of course, sports medicine services are provided by Franciscan and Forte. We thank them for their services this evening.
Yeah, that looks like number 20, Gabe Ruiz. He's a tough kid. You're going to see him back here in a minute.
So that'll bring in a substitution, and I will see if I can get that number for you. I've got it.
That's
number 24. So that's going to be Eder Tapia. Makes his way onto the pitch. And we get started. Again, under 10 minutes now remain here in the game. All tied up 3 goals apiece for Roncalli and the Cardinals.
Yep, this is the time when you have to turn it on. 10 minutes might seem like a lot, but it's not. 10 minutes is going to go by quick because this ball's going to go up and down, and if you don't capitalize sooner rather than later, it might be the end for you.
Ooh, there was nobody there. Roncalli just had a player. Oh, we got to stop, though.
A misstep, but Southport's going to be able to clear that, and very smart by Southport to hold onto the ball for a minute. Oh, and that's going to be a card. That's a bad late tackle. That's going to be a card every single time. That's Eli Miller. That was a pretty gnarly tackle.
Honestly, I think that's a frustration card.
Oh, for sure. That was not necessary. Yeah, man, he was going out and he was, they were clearing it slowly. Oh, it's Southport trying to go fast
Here's
while
my
Roncalli's
question.
trying to get the substitution.
Yeah, that's correct. So I have a question, AJ, and you'll know the answer. So if you get a yellow card in high school soccer, do you have to immediately be subbed, or is that just happen to have happened tonight?
No, you have to be subbed off. So you get a yellow card, you have to go off. Now you can come back
Immediately
and
at the next
play.
dead ball.
Yeah, but you have to. Yeah, you got to get subbed off. Oh, that's a miss kick.
Safety valve going back to the goalie here.
Yep, and that's a good safe play. That's a great safe play. Now time to rebuild, go back up, get our feet back under us. That was a misplay. Now we're going to build on that left side. We got it looks like, but we do not have numbers. That looks like a 3-on-6, 3-on-5. But we're going to get the throw in and get more of our guys up on that attacking third.
We're not running back to the ball right here. I think we're starting to show a little bit of our energy.
Yep, there's a little bit of maturity. That was an illegal throw-in, and so that's going to go straight back to Southport. That was, unfortunately, you don't want to do that, especially right now. Especially, the clock's ticking, and that's the last thing you want to do is
get into a foot race with the Southport team. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Why not clear that there? Get yourself some
missteps is going to get us. That's going to hurt because these guys are fast. Southport, they're fast.
We're not trying to get into a foot race.
Oh, and that's going to be Roncalli's ball. Southport kind of jumping, pushing from behind.
And again, we do a good job of trying to take advantage of where the spot is. Probably got an extra couple yards there, but no worries. Roncalli will bring in that free kick.
Going in. Nice deflection. Looks like we were waiting for that deflection. A little low ball. We're getting the rebounds. Unfortunately, we're not finding the right looks.
Again, if you're just joining us, I don't know where you've been. 7:22 remains, all tied up at 3 apiece for these two ball clubs. Again, Roncalli trying to keep in the attacking half of the field.
That was a good first touch. Now that first touch was able to build Southport's rebuild, but Roncalli, we got guys. Our defense is in place. They're in position. They look good. They were ready. Like we said earlier, Roncalli looks like they're willing to give up the ball to have better positioning on the field.
Well, I think part of that starts with the small things. It's something I noticed when we had when the yellow card was called and we had the substitution. The player tried to run straight off the bench, and Coach Shilton was like, "No, you are going to go to midfield.
Yeah,
you're going to check in.
You're
going to
do it the right way. Yeah, you got it. I mean, you can't just run in.
It's the little things. You got to do the little things right.
Yep.
Again, Roncalli's got good position here. If they can flip the field.
Oh, they weren't able to build quite a bit. That ball will just sneak away with you.
As the ball gets kicked in towards the goal and will go over.
That was smart. That was smart to wait a little bit longer, not jump too early, but just to make sure that the ball does not sneak over you.
So Miller will re-enter.
Yep, Miller's coming back. And he's been pretty dominant on that offensive side. Has a lot of good looks, a lot of good plays. He's definitely pushing towards the goal.
See if we can't clear here and get a good run. Okay. That wasn't what I was asking for. But either way, the clear is what's important here.
Yeah, and this is actually, looking at it, this is Gomez's first game back this year. He wasn't able to get into some of the other games just due to some ineligibility things, and for him to get back onto the field, and he's been a crucial part of this team for the last couple of years, and to see him back on the field now, I mean, it feels right.
Another good, solid run for Southport, but it's
played behind, and that's going to be over. Again, those balls that come to you, you think you're golden, and you just kind of shoot, and if you are not disciplined, keeping your knee over the ball, keeping your chest over the ball, that ball's going to soar.
So it seems like they're going to call a foul there.
Yep, Roncalli's going to try the fast play, and then Southport's going to step right in front and say, no, you can slow down. We'll let you slow down. And here's number 9, kind of doing a little bit of a curve, just walking in, maybe getting a little cheeky deflection.
Soccer, so cheeky.
Yeah.
There we'll have the kick in.
Nice, and that's a nice cross to the left side. Now we're starting to see a lot more overplays. I think as as all these athletes get tired, you're going to start seeing them over pursuing. They're going to miss passes. Oh, that's going to get the game chippy right there.
Yeah, it came a little bit of a forearm shiver right out of bounds.
Well, it looked like, I think we were thinking that the ball was going to roll out. Southport was not. We're not going to let that happen. We're going to play it all the way up to the line, and then I think it was maybe like a last minute, like, oh shoot,
a little poke.
Yeah, I need to kind of body him out and put Southport in a very interesting position now.
Similar to a corner kick where we're kicking from here.
Yep, that was a great clear, though, and that gives Roncalli a great opportunity for a counterattack, giving Eli Miller that ball once again. He's got Gomez right there in the middle, unseen by no one. There's no one there if he can cross that, but he's way too late. Everyone's behind.
Oh, just a foot and a half the wrong way.
Realistically, though, if Eli Miller could have seen Gomez, if he could have seen Gomez streaking down the field, and he could have been just a little bit more patient, that would have been just the easiest opportunity in the world to finish, because he was all by himself. There wasn't anyone in a 3-mile radius of him.
What the difference is between these two schools, it's not far at all. It's probably less than 3 miles. That's what makes this game so interesting. As Southport will go ahead.
Oh, and that is rough.
I believe that's going to be his second goal of the night. Ishmael Arenas, I believe, is.
We've said from the get-go. Here's the replay. They're playing in that left side. Couldn't stick the ball. Couldn't get it out. Oh, and found the inside of the pipe. Just found the inside. That is heartbreaking for Roncalli.
Well, and it's not like, that's the other thing. It's not like that goal didn't happen because he wasn't doing something fundamental. The more he comes a little bit to the left, he blocks more of the goal.
Right. So there was low angle to that. He just slipped that one by.
Yeah. Good job by the Southport player, but unfortunately that puts Roncalli down a goal with only 2:45 remaining. And they're going to need a good run here.
It is do or die at this point. It is do or die.
Of course, the famous words at the end of the Roncalli fight song, do or die, and that is the time that we have. Do or die time.
Yeah, it looks like Roncalli is getting a little bit aggressive with their play right now. When you get to this point in the game, you got 2 minutes left, you just got scored on, that grittiness starts to show up, and you start to go all out for every play now. But you got to be careful, because sometimes it turns into desperation, and that turns into bad plays.
Okay, a little through ball. But unfortunately, Roncalli cannot take advantage.
You got to love the dedication of the Royals out there. They are hustling for every ball everywhere. Every ball that goes out, right? Because there's no stoppage play. So getting a ball, that hits the fence line is a big deal. And so as that ball comes in, it's going to get looks, but I think Southport's going to get all those touches to clear it.
So 1:34 remains as Southport brings the ball up the field, and they've got numbers on the far side. This is not looking good for Roncalli.
Yep, hitting number 17 right there on the inside, but
good defensive play. I thought that was a pretty good tackle.
That was a great defensive play. However, and he didn't fall. He's looking for a foul. He shot that ball and fell after the fact. Oh no, he's looking for the corner kick. He shot that and then fell. However, I think that he could have taken a touch or two and then shot. Personally, I think you should have been a little bit more patient with that.
But if I'm Southport, they're going right at the goal. But if I'm Southport, I'm playing keep away for next minute. I'm not.
Yep, and Southport's going for it. You look at that header right there. We had caught that, and they were still trying to maybe sneak it out.
Handball.
Oh, that's a handball. Is the game over? Are you saying that the game was over? Are you trying to catch it? What's going on here?
In theory, that slowed everything down. And now Roncalli will actually kick it from way back
18,
instead of near the actual penalty.
And here's the desperation. You see the frustration on Eli Miller, and he looks like he's getting into it with Tanner a little bit. And, that hurts. Is you can't get frustrated with your teammates.
So down to the last few seconds here. If Roncalli can pull off the miracle, they've got right at 10 seconds. as you can hear that going off in the background. And unfortunately, it's just not going to be enough for the Royals tonight. They are going to drop it 4-3. Southport's going to get the win, and you can tell how elated they are. Roncalli will lose it in the last couple minutes. Really a sad part of the night. However, this is just a flip-flop score from their past game against Franklin Central. Hopefully they can figure it out before their next opponent. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back for just a couple moments of post-game. You're listening to the Roncalli Media Network.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For the best and freshest flowers in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're looking for. Check out our wide selection of flower arrangements to make your next occasion memorable. Call 317-787-3431 or visit us at 3150 East Thompson Road.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
Welcome back. Unfortunately, Roncalli will drop a tough one tonight to Southport. They lose 4-3 on a goal scored by Southport in the last couple minutes. Earlier, you may have heard me speak about the man in the stands with the guitar. He has now made his way to the 15-yard line, and he is serenading Southport. So it is, let me tell you something. You see some things when you call high school level sports, any level of sports, but definitely high school level sports. He's very happy. Southport looks elated, and Roncalli really looked a little defeated there at the end, but I think they can hold their head high. I think they played a very good game. To be down 2-1 and come back and score – 2 goals in the second half and really control most of the half. I think says a lot about our team. But unfortunately, they drop a tough one. You said, I think, that they have Columbus East next.
Yes, they play Saturday against Columbus East.
So they'll be taking on the Olympians, of course.
That's a 5:30.
A 5:30 start time. So they'll play the Olympians. But if you're looking for Roncalli athletics action, don't forget, if you can't make it out to Roncalli Stadium tomorrow night, that we will have the game right here on the Roncalli Media Network via our YouTube channel, or RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. You can also listen. So if you're in your car, we don't want you watching it on your phone, but you can listen to it and through your car's radio at RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. Just click the listen section instead of the watch section. No matter what you do, always be a good sport. Thank you very much to everyone involved with tonight's broadcast. I'm Aaron Hommel. I'm alongside AJ Ablog and our plethora of student volunteers that help make this broadcast possible. Thank you to the many sponsors that help sponsor us. And thanks always to you, the fans, the listeners. You're the best. Thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.